gentlemen. How are you doing today? Excellent. How many people have been in a hot topic lately? You might be an Invader Zim fan.
Yes.
How many people owned their favorite episodes on VHS? You might be an Invader Zim fan. How many people are here for the 25th anniversary of Invader Zim? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the panel of doom as we bring out Jonan Vasquez, Richard Horvitz, Ricky Simons, Wally Winger, Melissa Fawn, and Eric Trueheart. Come on out, guys. What's really funny, hey Wally, it's the first time I've seen Wally all weekend.
Hi, Wally.
Whatever you want. Jonan's getting as far away from me as possible.
Lurking Wally!
Pour water on his
My tallest!
Oh, this is mine. Yeah, you're in the middle. You're the focus. I see. Okay, I'm going to explain technical to them real quick. When they're taking photos and filming,
Yes.
if I'm over to the side, they can crop me out. But you're there, Ricky, and I'm in all the photos, and it comes out really, really
But this is
bad.
one of those couches where I look like I'm in the Wizard of Oz. He represents the Lollipop Guild.
Let's be honest, that's most of them.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna sit like this so I don't look 100 years old.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is the other thing. So you guys don't know from the audience, we have screens so we know what we look like right here.
Yes.
So to make you as extremely self-conscious as possible, make sure you, okay. Now I've broken Richard, he's just gonna stare at
How
it.
come everyone's wearing black but me?
Because it's Invader Zim.
Never seen it.
I assumed as much. All right.
I'm wearing green and blue and orange.
You've got green. You've got green. We green. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We're color coordinated.
So we're gonna start a conversation here. We do have a mic.
We're not going to answer any questions from anybody.
No.
No one, like, we've heard every question. We've heard every question already, so don't worry about asking questions. We've answered everything ever. So we're just going to basically talk about, what do you want to talk about? The boys?
I did like the boys.
What are you watching these days? What are you watching these days?
I watched Widow's Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Widow's Bay.
We're just going to talk about Widow's Bay.
Yeah.
I'm all caught up. If you haven't seen it, you're going to want to leave.
Yeah.
Because we're going to spoil everything.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at watching things anymore. I have not seen any of Andor.
You should watch Widow's Bay.
This is the way it works now. I haven't seen any of Andor, but I have watched all of Skibbity Toilet. Like, all of it.
Why, though?
I don't know. It just happened one day. I was like, oh, what's this?
And then it just kept playing.
250 episodes.
I've seen a lot of it. I haven't seen all of it. Have you seen all of Skibbity Toilet?
No. I watched a show that someone told me about. It's called Breaking Bad. Have you ever heard of that?
It's the same thing. It's basically the same show.
Skibbity
Breaking
Toilet.
Bad ripped off Skibbity Toilet.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. Thanks for coming, everyone.
That's the whole panel, folks. Good night.
You can kill them.
That is the whole panel. It should be.
You can
Actually,
kill them by crushing them.
I like Widow's Bay way more than my own show.
I did like Widow's Bay, yeah.
I have no idea what's Widow's Bay.
Widow's Bay is an Apple TV original
Okay.
starring
John Feelgood
Yes.
and Stephen Root.
Oh, Reese.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese.
Davies
No.
is Peanut Butter Cup.
Reese.
Franklin Joe.
From Brothers. From Brothers and Sisters.
Write this down.
I know.
All right.
Great show. Basically what it's about is an island that wants to be like Nantucket, but it's a cursed island. That's all we will tell you. And then this little green monster named Gurr shows up and makes waffles. The end.
Okay. I think they're going to get a big influx at Apple of people watching this show based on your description.
Looking for Gurr.
Let's start this way. I'm going to go back to Wally. We're going to start here. Go to Eric. Go to you guys. The simplest question in the world. What have you been doing for the past 25 years?
Getting old.
Okay. Eric?
I've been losing my voice.
Getting old, losing his voice.
It's a very depressing panel, just so you know.
Rich, what have you been doing for the past 25 years?
I've been in a toilet for 25 years.
Before the movie, as soon as the show got canceled, I was like, Richard, I have an idea for a movie, but you're gonna have to, method acting. I put him in a toilet as soon as the show got canceled, so that when the movie happened, it felt real.
Yeah.
It felt more honest.
Yeah. And it was just like one of those Andy gums, right? But they never cleaned it out.
Andy?
It's one of those Andy dim gums. You know the Andy gums? The ones that are on construction site?
Yeah.
Andy gums, right? Right?
The porta potties.
You know, Andy gums.
Yeah. For 25 years, I didn't poop.
Melissa, what have you been doing for the past 25 years?
I've been dodging all these guys.
Yeah.
It worked up until now.
Yeah, no, I go to the grocery store and I hope that I don't run into any of them. And, I had a baby.
Yay.
And, hey, wait, he's 16 now.
He was born 16. It's a really long pregnancy.
And we go to a lot of cons.
We do.
Unfortunately, I have to see them all everywhere, but it's okay. They make me very happy. And what else? Do you want a serious answer or that kind of answer?
Oh, we haven't gotten one yet, so let's not go down there.
Then we don't need to get serious. Okay.
Ricky, what have you been doing for the past 25 years?
Trying on pants at Macy's. You just like,
I'll try on these ones.
every day.
And they're not even from the rack. They're other people's pants.
Sir, I'm gonna buy those
You
pants.
just keep taking people's
Are
pants.
you gonna buy those pants?
He's like the hamburger, but
Hold on, everybody stop. You're missing the best part of this, which is the ASL interpreter interpreting putting pants on.
Yes.
So Ricky, say what you just said all over again and watch.
So putting on pants, yeah, and then taking them off, yeah. Slowly though, so slowly.
You put on pants 2 legs at a time.
Just stop.
Sometimes I like to put them on over my head first, just like in that episode of Blackadder.
Oh my God, okay. Jonan, so what have you been doing for the past 25
I
years?
also had a baby.
Did they come out 16 years old?
I'm having a baby right now.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And that's the panel, folks.
I have a baby.
Thank you, good night.
Great show.
Now, we'll do some actual Zim questions. You've heard them, but I know you want to hear some of them again. Starting with Wally again. What was your most memorable experience working and recording the show?
Wally, you don't have to answer that.
Okay, because it involves you and me in a dark office.
Have you ever punched a Zim fan in the neck?
No, but the day is young. No, watching Kevin McDonald choke on a napkin during a take was hilarious. Kevin
You guys are just dark in the back row. I'm old and I watch somebody choke and almost die.
Yes, yes. Welcome to the back row, baby. No, it was a scene where he had to be eating something, so they actually gave him a stale bagel from the Nickelodeon cafeteria that morning, and so they wouldn't get their fingers all over their grime. They gave it to him wrapped in a napkin, and he was so into his take that he was literally eating half the napkin along with the bagel, and he kept going, What? And remember, you guys were all, I look in the booth and you guys are all doubled over laughing.
Yes.
You were gone. There was nobody in the booth because you were all on the floor literally laughing. And I had the live mics there and I didn't want to spoil the tape by laughing, but it was pretty hilarious. Most memorable thing I saw anyway.
Eric?
Well, first of all, I am losing my voice, so I'm going to talk.
What?
like this the entire time.
Speak up for the
I'm
audience.
going to talk like this. I'm going to talk like this. When I first started in InvaderCON,
Just do it like Tom
I
Waits.
lived in a garbage can outside of Nickelodeon. And every day they would empty the babies into me, and I would just be happy to be eating babies. And then Jordan found me, and he brought me inside. He showed me some love.
And then this is my voice now. I'm stuck with it, okay? I'm sorry. My biggest memory is being fired. The first day I came in to interview, someone at Nickelodeon decided they were going to cover all the skylights in the Zim section of the office with a blood red film because, I don't know, they wanted us all to be working in blood. But the thing was, when you put the blood red film over the glass, it actually turned everything inside a beautiful shade of pink. So it was this lovely Easter pink inside. And I remember Jordan being very horrified by the entire thing. And then I went back to the garbage can. The end. Thank you.
Richard?
Melissa and I were just saying how Jonah has not aged a day
Not
in
at
the
all.
last 25 years.
Looking
Hasn't
at you
aged
like
a
two
day.
proud parents over
Yes, we're
there.
very proud.
All the parts that are covered
Yeah.
are where it all happens.
Yes. I have a lot of memories. One of my favorites is when Olivia Diabo came in to do TAC, and she would sit in the booth, and I would do a line, and then she would say something, and then she would laugh, and she would hit me. Do you remember how she would hit me so hard? She goes, "Oh my God, that's a circle!" And she hit me. I'm like, "Ow, ow!" And she beat me up, quite a bit. She really did. You remember that?
Yeah, we paid her to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I loved when we recorded Melissa singing the bow down before the bow down, because she's the. Did you guys all know that Melissa's that really high mezzo? Is it mezzo soprano?
A coloratura soprano.
Yeah, she's the one in that song going. That's Melissa. It was amazing.
Actually, it was Richard. He just didn't want to say it. Yeah, you see?
Invader Zim panels are not a drinking game, but if they were, one of the things on the list would be Richard bursts into song in the panel.
I think one of my most memorable.
He's like, what?
Well, when I was doing Wicked in New York, originally on Broadway, and I was in the original Broadway company, I had to fly home, and I think I flew home to do the Christmas special. Yeah, and we sang that, so that's very memorable. But another thing that's really memorable to me is when we did the movie, and we were all like so excited to see each other again. I mean, like genuinely so excited. Not like this excited. This is all fake. But yeah, no. But then we were all trying to like get back into our voices, and we all could not stop coughing and hacking. We were like a bunch of
Ricky was really having pneumonia.
Yeah, or something. You were dealing with. You were coughing a lot.
That's my secret, is I'm always having pneumonia.
Hey, will you have the pneumonia? I'll have the pork chop with the side of pneumonia.
I just have to. What happened? Did they change up the ASL people?
No, he's been there the whole time.
No, there was a woman there before. He's regenerated into a new person.
You insulted
Like
her.
Doctor Who.
It's like Doctor Who. That's the 7th AF.
Time Lord ASL interpreters.
Yeah.
We're just signing and then blinding light.
Yes, completely different personality.
Ricky, what was your most memorable moment working on the show?
Oh, being fired.
What?
The sadness of being fired.
Sadness of being fired.
Yeah, when they told us that there was no more, and I had to go back to my life.
Yeah. I remember we were writing Squishy Hugger of Worlds in my office.
Yeah.
And they called us, they were having a meeting in the main room, and so we walked out the main room like, you know, they renewed us for a second season. They'll definitely renew us for a third because they need 65. So this is a slam dunk. And I said it like that. This is a slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
Like, don't test it like that.
Finish him.
That was a horrible day.
But actually, it wasn't that bad because they took everyone else out and shot them in a cornfield. We're the ones that survived.
Yeah.
That's what they do in animation. They're like, your show's done. You're like, really?
Yeah. We gotta finish a script, and we ran back inside and hit him with the desk.
Literally,
That would be so much more interesting, though.
Yeah.
Like that's a horrible world, but that's way more memorable than the truth.
But we had finished recording an episode when we went upstairs that day, right? It was the day we had just recorded. You were in the office, and I walked in, and you were just shaking your head and
Shaving his head?
shaking his head.
Oh, yeah.
And he looked at me and he goes, "We're done." I'm like, "What do you mean? We're done?" Like, what are you talking about? He goes, "You know how we record on Tuesdays?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Next Tuesday, don't come in. We've been canceled." And
I was just glad that I could like stop pretending because I had known for 7 months that we'd been canceled.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I was just like, hey, finally. I didn't know. Wow, my God. Everyone's like, oh wow.
we were like, "What?
Wow.
What?" But then we had to go and tell them.
Terrible of him to keep it from everybody.
That, I remember you and Eric coming out of the office, and everyone was playing Xbox, and then we had to tell them.
Yeah.
That's why they.
It was awful.
That's why they fired us because we kept
Yes.
playing video games when we
It was
were
awful.
working.
Yeah, exactly. That was a horrible day. Well, that's our story, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Joanne, what is your most distinct memory of working on an episode on the show?
Please don't say
When
what
the show was canceled, I think to the day, I think I went to Disneyland. So it was horrible, but my God, was it nice to just have a day, you know? Yeah, I did cry on the rides, but it was really fun at the same time.
Did you do it on Splash Mountain, then you had like tears?
No, that's too scary.
Okay, fair. That's a
He did
fair.
it on Peter Pan.
Yeah. I was on the teacups because
Yeah.
the teacups were filling up with my tears.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would ride
I was just sloshing around in a soup of grief.
Yeah, and he would ride on Peter Pan going, "I can cry, I can cry, I can cry."
Do you have a question for us?
No, they don't. Believe, well, I can guess what the question is going to be.
Wait, text it, and then we're going to see what they say.
Hi, my question is, if Invader Zim were to come back to animation, would you eventually conclude the story, or would Zim and Dib be going at each other forever?
Did you get a sense of a story from Invader Zim?
I know I'm watching the show all wrong.
Like, were you into the lore of Invader Zim, where sometimes he's yelling, sometimes
He's
he's not
yelling
yelling?
all the time, actually, but
He was going to stop yelling at one point. He loses his voice.
Portrayed by Eric Trueheart.
Yeah.
As Zim.
It was going to transition from Richard doing the voice
Yes.
to Eric.
Filthy human. I will destroy this world. My power.
They filthy stinkies.
Filthy stinky. Fetch me the bucket.
I wish you could see what you look like from where I'm sitting. You're just this backlit, like, kind of menacing figure, but with like dog ears.
I'm dressed as Kerr, so.
Okay, yeah.
Joan, there are 3 lights.
There are 5 lights.
3 lights. For the rest of you, we're making Star Trek jokes and you're not getting them.
To answer your question, if you're asking if Invader Zim had continued as an animated series, would I have finished the story? Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I always had an idea of where it was going to go, even if I didn't know quite how to get there, because Zim is very particularly a very shallow show. It's incredibly shallow. Like there's, like I always describe it as there's just like a few things that the show does. It's just mean, it's sarcastic, like there really isn't a lot of room for actual emotion beyond really negative stuff, which I love. But yes, I think that there were always little bits and pieces that I was kind of building towards at least getting to a different kind of story. And TAC was a big part of it. But we were never able, like I even tried doing a little bit of TAC stuff in Florpus, but it didn't work out. We kind of had to take some of the stuff out. The ending was supposed to be a little different. TAC was supposed to kind of just make like a quick appearance to set herself up. But, you know, it's all kind of moot because it'll never come back. And there's just no reason to be happy about anything anymore. Thank you for coming.
Every panel of these conventions gets one soundbite that's going to come that annoying picture on your Instagram feed of Jonan Vasquez says Zim will never return.
I love hearing stuff about what I say. One of my, speaking of Florpus, this is, I feel like I rarely ever get to speak to actual human beings like this. But after the movie came out, in fact, I heard this when someone came up to the table, maybe they're here. There's a thing about why the movie looks so different, why it looks rounder and cuter, and the reason that I'm always hearing is that because, you know, usually the quote goes something like, it looks so different because Jonan is a happier person now. And that's why the movie looked different than the series. Which is fucking hilarious. Because like, man oh man, if I could go back to the version of me that was making the series versus this thing. So if anyone ever tells you that or you read that, just know that it's absolute bullshit. But people talk about it so confidently. They talk about things like they actually know what's happening in your mind.
Like someone was telling me, like about something behind the scenes, and I was telling someone something, and they're like, "That's not actually what happened." I said, "Really? I was actually there." But they'll tell you there's an ownership, right? There's an ownership.
Well, like, let me tell you about you.
Yeah, let me tell you about you. And it was Ricky. It was Ricky that was saying that to me, right, Ricky? Yeah.
So pulling off of that, that's a great question though. Let's go back to Wally for a second and go through you guys. What is your most memorable Invader Zim fan interaction that you've had?
We're not here to talk about the fans. You don't have to answer that, Wally. Oh, I have a way better idea. I have a way better idea than whatever you're doing. Like, have there ever been questions that you've never been asked that you think about that no one's ever asked you? Because you're going to get asked, you know, the usual.
Yeah, the one he just asked me. I've never been asked that.
You've never been asked that before, ever? I take it back, Tom.
Okay.
So we all know that the biggest Invader Zim fan on the planet is this guy here, Richard Horvitz.
It's called ego, but yes.
Yeah. So given that, my favorite fan interaction was getting to know this crazy guy over the years and becoming a friend of his. And we go way back to where we could start saying things that probably would be inappropriate for this audience. And as various characters like Popeye and Wimpy and other. Yeah. There was a time when I dressed up for Halloween as the Adam West Batman and he did Robin, and that was a night that we shall never forget.
Yes, that was.
Of course, in the interest of keeping it clean for an underage audience, we shall not mention anything here today. But
the show is 25 years old. How do you think they're underage at this point?
Yeah. No, seriously, the best fan interaction. But I think we're all, at some extent, fans of the show. Otherwise, we would never come back for the movies and the whole thing. But we all love Jonan's work and his vision. And I always say this at every panel, and I swear by it. Family Guy, Adventure Show, all the shows that came afterwards would not have been possible without this man over here blazing the trail.
I don't agree.
For this sort
of
entertainment. Had Invader Zim not happened, you wouldn't have had all these other shows that deal in irreverence. It was this guy right here that pretty much knocked the.
I blame him for everything.
Yeah. Clap for that. because it'll piss Jonah off.
I genuinely disagree.
Well, I hear a lot of people disagree with you, so.
I was one of my favorite fan interventions.
It turned into that, didn't it, Richard?
It did.
It did.
Turned into an intervention.
Freudian slip.
One of my favorite fan interactions didn't happen to me, it happened to Ricky. Because people would always come up to us and ask us to sign body parts. And Ricky
At the morgue.
Ricky one day said to this person, tell him,
I
Ricky.
said, yeah, okay, I can, because they wanted to get a tattoo of my autograph, and I said, okay, but just don't get serial killed, because then they'll think I'm signing my work.
From that day forward.
And then they did, because I was a serial killer.
Yes. Is that ironic? Oops.
By the way, it's happened again. It's happened again.
Someone else.
Like 3 minutes
Are
short.
you okay, Eric? He's been here the whole time.
Ladies and gentlemen, B. Arthur.
That's the ASL doctor right now.
Eric, what has been your most unique interaction with an Invader Zim fan?
I don't have one.
Now, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, so to be clear, we're going to be... I'm going to pull back... No. I'm pulling back behind the curtain here. Eric and I were emailing. Eric, before he lost his voice, was going to ask these questions.
Yep.
And he came up with this question.
Yep.
And I'm asking this question that Eric came up with, who Eric does now not have an answer for.
I wasn't going to answer it. I was going to... That's the whole point. That's why I asked that. I don't have to answer that. I have one. It's actually kind of touching. The first con I was ever at, InvaderCON, this little girl comes up to me, probably about 12 years old, and she said, "You sign this?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I never signed anything for anyone before, so I hope I was doing it right. I signed 3 different names that weren't mine, but then she said, "I've never met anyone important before," and I thought, "You still haven't." But that was very touching. And then I just smacked her on the back of the head and told her to get out. I didn't do that.
Get out of here, you.
Yeah.
Melissa?
I think what I love the most, well, there are a couple things. When I meet someone who is cosplaying as Gaz, because I love Gaz. I love Gaz. I do. What did we say she was? She's flying unburdened. She's flying. Gaz Taste Report is flying unburdened. That's our term for today. I love when I meet cosplayers who are dressed as Gaz. I love it so much. I love the detail they go into. I love it all. Something that really stands out is that people constantly come up to me and they're like, "Why don't you have a pop? Why don't you have a pop figure? Why isn't Gaz a pop figure?" Which I would love. But yeah, a lot of people do that. But another more serious thing is I love meeting the fans that grew up with us and now meeting their kids who are watching it. I love that. I think it's great. We're the gift that keeps on giving.
Did you see that there's ducks now?
Ducks.
There's no ducks at Zim, but there's like a guy upstairs that sells ducks. And there's like Lord of the Rings ducks. Yeah. Oh, there should be Zim ducks.
Maybe we'll get some Zim ducks.
I'm now just imagining a pop of Gaz tasting pork.
Right? With the big ham in her hand.
Yeah.
Right? We need
That is actually good.
We need to get to work, everyone.
Get to work.
Ricky, do you want to stick with your tattoo story, or do you have a different one?
I did get bitten by a fan on the wrist at Florida SuperCon. So it was during the bath salts era, so I'm sure that was fine.
Reed Pop, thanks you for that plug.
Yeah. It was just a long time ago. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
So I was probably poisoned.
I gotta get, speaking of cosplay, I do have to give a cosplay shout out to the best Invader Zim cosplay ever. Was at the first con was a girl dressed as the Bee from the one that crashes into.
Oh, the bee, the
yeah,
horrible
the bee
bee.
girl.
Yeah.
She had a bee outfit that covered her entire body
Yes.
except her legs. So
Yeah.
no arms, no head, just a bee running around on
Yes.
legs. And it was the best thing I had ever seen until she ran into traffic. And it got really bad. But it was great for a while. It was really good.
Jonah, do you have a distinct memory of an Invader Zim fan interaction?
It's one of those things that I'm really looking forward to, but it hasn't happened yet.
It's fair. All right, we'll take one more question.
Questions? Look, there's lots of people.
It might be silly and niche, but what would be the character's favorite pizza orders?
Your character's favorite pizza orders. Cheese. That horrible cheese.
Pork, and more pork. Just cover it with pork.
Margarita pizza?
You sound unsure.
I don't know.
There's no margarita in it.
Ricky?
You've never had a margarita
I've
pizza?
had a margarita, but there's just no margarita in it. I drank it.
A margarita pizza, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
your
tomato,
character?
basil.
Yeah. But it's like a margarita is a drink.
It's called a pizza.
It is.
Margarita pizza.
Yeah, and there's no margarita drink in the pizza.
No, there can be.
It's a pizza lined with salt.
There, that makes sense.
With lime.
Hey, Ricky gets me.
It's a Bloody Mary pizza.
Oh, yes.
A blitza.
That has a little stock on it. You know,
Yeah,
Bloody Mary has
it's called
what do you call it?
celery stock.
Celery stock.
Stock. I heard sock.
I heard sock.
Okay, we heard sock.
What was
Yeah.
the question? The question was, what
What's
would
your
your
favorite
character?
pizza order?
What would
Ger
your
would have
character?
a pizza of socks and traffic cop parts.
Okay. Eric?
I don't have a character.
You've been drawn as one, though, so you're going to answer it yourself.
What pizza would I have?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just drifted away during this entire thing. I wasn't paying attention at all.
You're the weenie salesman.
Sadness. I want sadness on my pizza.
Sadness.
Weren't you the weenie salesman
The weenie salesman?
in Zim?
He was
Yes.
the delicious weenie guy.
That's right, I was the delicious weenie guy. So,
Yeah,
I think
delicious
something
weenie, that's your
big-
character.
big-
Like a pizza with like weenie chunks on it.
Yeah, no, I was going to say something.
None of this is canon, by the way. Don't write this down.
No, right.
It's going to be on Wikipedia.
Delicious weenie. Did they with delicious weenie ad as we envisioned it ever make it into the show?
I'll watch, like, sometimes I'll see, like, on YouTube, something will come up and it'll be like Richard Horvitz being interviewed, or Ricky, or you know, Melissa, or whoever. And they're answering questions at conventions that I'm not at. And they're like, someone will ask them, would your character do this and this and this? And I watch those videos the whole time and I'm just like, nah. They don't know what they're talking about.
That's why we
We
say
were
it
never there.
in defiance of you.
Yeah. I'm just like, Zim would never do that. Zim would never file his taxes through H&R Block or whatever your answer was. I'm just like,
But
that's...
Gerwin.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, not
yeah, but
Maybe
that is canon.
TurboTax.
That's canon.
All right, well, I think to take us home, what would be on your character's pizza?
Lots and lots of meat. And cough drops.
See, no.
Cough drops is a very underrated pizza topping, by the way.
So to be clear to your question, so this doesn't wind up on the internet, none of this is true. Perfect. Great question. Thank you very much. Are you a different person because we can't see you? Okay, then you can ask a question because you're a different person.
Hi. I have a really silly question for Jonan. So, if Johnny the homicidal maniac were an Urkin, how tall would he be? What would his name be? And what would his job be?
I mean, if he was Urkin, he would be pretty tiny. Like, Urkins aren't very big. I don't know. Most people don't know. They'd only be about this big. Like in real life. So he'd be, about that big. Because Johnny himself isn't like super tall either. What would his name be? Johnny. What would his job be? Johnny. He'd be a professional Johnny.
He's good at that.
Perfect.
I hope that answered your question. Are you Johnny, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're just a silhouette. It's cool. It's a cool silhouette.
A silhouette with knives.
All right, we've got to wrap up here in a couple minutes. You're going to be our last audience question, so make
We
sure
can do
you
this
get
really quickly. We can get everyone ask a question quickly.
You want to do lightning round? All right, let's do lightning round. Go quick. What's your question?
Okay,
You're talking.
really quick, the belly button scene scarred me for my entire life as a child, so I was wondering what went in your head in the writer's room and through the whole animation process of why you thought...
What belly button scene?
When Zim takes all the organs of the children in the school, and it goes to that cut scene where they're in the belly button, and it's like all the organs, like what went through your mind on
Oh, we just thought it was funny. Next.
Okay, thank you.
Next question.
Yeah.
Hi. I was a huge fan of your show, Invader Zim, for a really, really long time. I even got this shirt on Advance. And my sister's is the reason how I've watched the show and why I came to this convention. And this is a question for one of the canceled episodes you've already scrapped. My question is, if you did release Almighty Miyuki on screen, what would her character be like?
The coolest character you've ever seen.
There you go. Thank you. Next.
Thank you.
Be serious.
Oh my God, don't tell me how to act. I'm not here to act for you. Next question.
All right, yeah, we're going to get through 3 more people. Next question.
Thank you.
Thank you. She would be the coolest character in the world. I think about her every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we got 3 more.
Yes.
Here we go.
Does Joni like egg?
Does who?
Does Joni like egg? Like a food?
No.
Okay, then let's go to the next.
No, it's his least favorite food.
And because he just said it, it's canon. Next.
Sorry if this is too deep, but if Dib were to kill Zim, would you feel bad about it?
If Dib were what?
To kill Zim.
Would you feel bad?
What do you feel
Would
bad?
I feel bad?
No, we did feel bad.
Oh God, no, he doesn't feel anything. He's a sociopath. Next.
I'm curious about, because for Enter the Florpus, you decided to do like the same colorway and also animation style. I mean, not animation style, but like the drawings from the comic books. What was the decision behind, I guess, drifting away from the original animation style for Enter the Florpus? Because I understand with the comic book, you may want to do something different.
I just wanted to try something different. I think that I would probably go back to something way more angular than the movie was, but it was kind of fun to see something different. You just, after enough of this, doing this thing, you kind of wanted to see different versions of it. That's why the comics were kind of cool, because like we had different artists come in, and it's nice to kind of see your own thing as sort of like part of the audience and not just see myself, because like there were so many amazing people working on the movie. It's kind of cool to see them, because I see me all the time. It's sickening. I don't think I would do exactly that same thing again, but it was fun while we were doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to wrap up here, folks. Before we do, guys, can we all stand up? Guys, you want to stand up? We're going to get a big crowd selfie of all these Invader Zim fans that came to Fan Expo this year. Come on up to the front so we can get everybody in the photo. Get up here, Wally. You guys get in the front. You're prettier than me. The audience behind you. I got this. Oh, no. I got a new phone. It does the section 3. Oh, there they lowered the lights first and everything. Look at that. All right. Yeah, baby. 1, 2. Here we go. All right, guys. Everybody get in. Get in a little closer. 1, 2, 3. Everybody say Zim. Hold on. Yeah, Jonah's doing the same thing I do. All right, here we go. One more time. Everybody say... Zim! There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the cast of Invader Zim. Now, just Eric, yell Zim. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your weekend at Fan Expo. All of these wonderful people will be at their tables downstairs in the celebrity row and have a wonderful afternoon. Oh, not you. No. Excuse me, except for Jonan and Eric are on this level over at the comic book celebrity area because we don't let them segregate with the voice actors. Have a good afternoon, folks.